Good morning, everybody. My name is Jasci. I'm Condor Travel Country Manager, and I'm super excited to welcome you all to the Ecuadorian capital in this beautiful neighborhood called La Floresta, which is a sort of a bohemian transition of neighborhood from the old town to the modern Quito, where a lot of these still somehow colonial houses are available to see, with a bunch of restaurants and little hostels and actual residents who live around here. So it's very excited to be outside, to be in the sunshine in the beautiful sunny Quito, the eternal spring place, and the reason why I love living here. So the idea of these few minutes with you guys is to show you the evolution of the reopening of our country. As you guys probably know, Ecuador is being open for the last couple of months, including the Galapagos Islands. So we're very excited to be able to be outside again and welcome you all in our beautiful little and mega diverse country. So one of the things that I wanted to show you today, obviously, and we're leaving the surprise for the rest, we're gonna walk a little bit. One of the beautiful things about La Floresta is most of the streets are pedestrian, so you can actually go on little walks and meet the neighbors and enjoy the delicacies that you find along the way. We chose this beautiful street that actually during the weekends, as you can see, becomes a little market where you can buy local products brought from the neighboring rural areas of Quito. You have a little market here where actually you can buy some fresh products for the supplies for the week for the houses. You have on the right hand side this big building here. You can see the Swiss Hotel, which is one of the emblematic and best hotels we have in the modern area of Quito, that you also know that in the colonial area we have more of the boutique style hotels. So once again, at Condor Travel, we've been working really hard to create all of these protocols to be able to operate our trips safely. As you can see, the use of masks in public areas of Ecuador is mandatory. Reason why I'm wearing mine, also because it's a very important for our safety nowadays. The pandemic is still around. But the beautiful thing about Ecuador is that even though we suffered in the beginning of the pandemic quite a bit, the situation, the emergency is under control. We actually don't have anymore any kind of strict lockdown conditions. So we're pretty free to start enjoying again the outdoors and being able to be outside. Obviously, Ecuador has a lot of natural and beautiful areas that we've been sharing with you guys. I actually have been with you in different areas like Cotopaxi, Otavalo, which are more rural areas. But today, I decided to show you one of my favorite restaurants in town. Actually, I think it's the best restaurant in town, called Terra. That is, from the outside, as you can see, is a beautiful colonial house of this part of Quito, which is also a patrimonial house. So the work that is being done to recuperate this restaurant is being really incredible, because we brought a lot of glass, as you can see, but we have preserved the original architecture of the house. So come along, let's go inside. We're gonna see, and we have a few surprises for you. Terra, the name of the restaurant, it's been closed, obviously, during the pandemic. This is a very high-end restaurant that depends a lot on the international travelers, so we haven't been able to welcome you all in here. But Alvaro, the amazing chef that lives here, it's been preparing a lot for the exciting reopening time. So as you can see, the preservation of the indigenous trees of the area with this beautiful mosaic handmade as part of the decoration. At Terra, we have developed a sense of, it's not only about the gastronomic experience, it's not only about the art of the chef, but it's also about being able to blend with the style of the neighborhood and to highlight art. And we have a few surprises for you guys today around the art expression of the city of Quito and in Ecuador. So we're accessing Terra from the lateral part. That's Alvaro there waiting for us. I'm pretty sure he has a very strict protocol system, which I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna be sprayed and get my temperature taken, which is part of the protocols in the majority of the restaurants and hotels and any kind of tourism experience for our guests. So Alvaro, I'm pretty sure you're gonna take my...
Let's just take your temperature. Okay.
All right, thank you. and now we're gonna get.
Disinfection table. So
All right, so
you can spray a little bit of alcohol.
yeah, help me out because I have here the.
You can also grab some gel for the hands.
All right, thank you. Safety first. That's brilliant. So Alvaro, very exciting to see you. Well,
yes,
this is
too.
the new way of saying hi.
Yes.
Well,
How are you?
thank you
Please,
for welcoming
please
us into Terra. Please welcome everybody. Very excited to be here after so long. My God, I'm so happy to be outside.
Yes.
Beautiful sunny day, beautiful house, Alvaro. So tell us, where have you been, man?
Well, I've been around here. I've been around. We've been doing a couple of things to keep this going. Of course, we had to close the doors for the public, but we've been doing a little bit of delivery, a little bit of closed venues with a small group of people. But now we are ready to reopen since Quito just gave the order to reopen everything. So we are ready to open for receiving our guests again. So we're waiting for everybody. Really happy. We have. I'm going to show a little bit around the restaurant. I was going to tell you. I don't know if we are in confidence. Maybe we can remove the mask.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, thank you very much.
It's okay.
Yeah. It's actually very good to be without a mask now that I feel safe and close to you.
Yeah, yes.
We've been hanging out together. Obviously, for the ones who don't know,
family, so.
Alvaro is my little brother as well. So we are here in a circle of trust. So Alvaro, before you show us your beautiful house and restaurant, tell us, for the people who don't know you and people should know you, tell us about Terra. What's happening here? What's the deal with your gastronomy? What are your visions in terms of the offer you have here and the experiences you have to share with our clients when they come here?
Nice. Well, hi everybody. Really happy to be here with you. And well, Terra is actually my dream come true for me. I've been working as a chef for a few years, and with Terra, finally I had the chance to make my own thing, to create my own concept. So my dream was to work with Ecuadorian ingredients. So what I did here is the restaurant is called Terra because Terra means is for earth, and in Ecuador I'm trying to say nuestra tierra or la Pachamama, which they say here, the ancestors. So the idea is to give that feeling of that you're in Ecuador and the Ecuadorian food, Ecuadorian ingredients. So that's why also the restaurant has a very nature resemblance. As you see, we are surrounded with plants.
Yeah,
so my concept is to work with all my experience that I've worked from other places in the world, to bring that technique of high-end cooking, but with 100% Ecuadorian ingredients and inspired in Ecuador, in the culture, in the way people eat. So that was my dream, because I know we have a lot of different recipes here in Ecuador, and people has a lot of peculiar ways of eating. So that's what I'm exploring now, and my dishes, they all have to do with that. So I'm always telling stories about my dishes. Always tell a story. So for Ecuadorians, the idea is to touch them, to get into their feelings, and for people that are not Ecuadorian to discover Ecuador, to feel how to discover more about us. So that's the idea, is for everybody.
That's fantastic, Alvaro. And I usually tell everybody that Ecuador it's a small, mega diverse destination, right? When you talk about geography, Ecuador has 4 worlds, right? We have the Amazon, we have the cloud forests, we have the Andes, we have the Pacific coast, and we have the Galapagos Islands. So we have a lot of different ecosystems, huge diversity, but very small amount of space. So I imagine, Alvaro, that it's very easy to find fresh and very diverse products for your creations,
yes,
right?
Yes, for me it's a dream come true. It's for me that I've been working in places like Sao Paulo, Barcelona, big cities where it's so difficult to get just one simple ingredient because it's all taken and the logistics is expensive. Here in Quito, you have everything really easy, really fast. We have a market here in the street where you can buy everything.
I just showed everybody,
Yes, perfect. Or also you can go and buy directly from the supplier. This is part of what I'm gonna start doing more now after this pandemic, is to go reach for the people to buy milk from the producer in the Cotopaxi and things like that, because I can do it because it's a couple of hours from Quito. I can get almost every day fresh ingredients. So that's the beauty of this. So I mix all of these regions, and also in my menu. Also, I'm gonna work in a new menu from the tasting menu that is always inspired in different regions from Ecuador. So
fantastic.
One season I'm gonna talk about the coast, and I'm gonna talk about the Sierra or the Andes, and then the Amazon. The idea is to talk about the regions with my food. So Ecuador allows me to do that.
So Alvaro, I've been very lucky to enjoy your delivery. Thank you very much. If without that, I don't think I was going to survive the pandemic.
Yes.
So we've been having a lot of fun at home with the different dishes that we love from Terra. And so I know you've been busy with that and different kind of adaptations to your business. But so tell us, are you guys gonna open soon? What's the plan?
Yes, so we are gonna open, I think, about a month from now. We're planning on what are we gonna offer exactly for the people, because we also believe that people, maybe expectations have changed a little bit. So we're gonna do something special. We're gonna open with special thing, new ideas, make it fresh. So that's what we're gonna try to do. So we are working on it. We didn't want to just open as it was always, but with a different offer. So that's what we're working on, and also to adapt to the protocols of the safety, and to feel also how the city reacts to this new reopening. Because what we did, during this pandemic, we decided to do the safest thing, which was to close the doors and work through delivery, with reducing the contact with people the most possible. So that's what was the idea, just safety first. So now we're gonna take a little time to adapt to the reality.
Well, that's good news for us, because we already have clients coming from abroad in October. So it's good timing for the reopening. Very exciting, guys.
Perfect.
So a place to go, a must stop when you come to Quito on the way to the Galapagos or to the Amazon is definitely Terra. So let's take advantage of your time and your time, Alvaro. Thank you very much for having us again. Can you show us around? Because I know this is, is a forest, is a glass house, is a patrimonial house. So there's a lot going on, and I see that you have different ambiences. So I'd love to share some of these ambiences with everybody.
Yes, I'm glad to show you about this, because I really love this place. So I'm really happy I can show you. Well, first, this was a patrimonial house. It was an antique house, which we preserved, and we remodeled it. We made it, but we preserve a lot of the structure, like these walls, for example, and also the plants. Most of the plants are from the original plants from the original place. This used to be the outside part of a house, so we kept plants. So there's trees that we adapted to this sort of glass house. We made everything in glass because we wanted people to appreciate the trees that you can see from here. You can see the big trees, and also we wanted to see the light, the natural light. So it was very nice to be able to make this like my brother said, like a glass house.
Amazing, amazing. I love it. So
we can start with the
sure.
winery. We
yeah,
have here,
sorry.
We keep our wine here. So I like this because it has this concept of keeping the plant. So this is a grapefruit plant, which covers the winery, and the winery is made with adobe, which is a type of brick made with dirt, with
clay and straw. Is a mix.
Yes, and this is a traditional ancestral way of building houses. They used to make this. They still have houses like here, mostly in the Andes. So this is good to keep the temperature, and it also looks, as you see, the color is the earth color, so it's terra color. So that's why.
And that's without any cooling, artificial cooling. So it's natural cooling for wine. It's fantastic.
The wine keeps perfect, so it's great. So
very smart and sustainable construction.
Yes.
And you have your little grapes here, so at some point I hope you can make your own wine.
It's going to be not maybe for a little taste, a spoon of wine.
Awesome.
But it's nice that the plants have been growing during this pandemic. I think we've been coming to water the plants, and they're really grown, and they look really beautiful.
Yeah, it's fantastic
and,
bush here.
Very welcoming. So we're really happy with these plants that they've grown.
So you have another entrance here, right?
This
you
is
have
a type of lobby, which a lounge, which is for when people are waiting for a table. You can stay here and have a little table. You can enjoy snacks and drinks. I like to make little snacks so you can eat while you're waiting. It's like a fun way of eating. For me, snacks is the funnest way of eating. You eat with your hands. So that's the idea of this lounge. And this is one of the entrances. You enter through the side entrance. This is the front entrance. So we have these two entrances. And I'm going to show you the private lounge, which is the private room, which is a room for special occasions.
Let's go. I feel very VIP now, Alvaro.
Yes. Well, this is the most VIP as it gets. It's a nice VIP room. The idea here is to make more intimate experiences. So usually we use it only for tasting menus, for reserved groups only. And you can close the door, and it's soundproof, so you can have meetings here, and you can stay for different operations times as a restaurant. The restaurant can be closed, but you can stay here the whole day. That's the idea of this room, which is like almost separate from the restaurant. Also, you have direct contact with the kitchen. We have windows which you can close also, but you can see what is happening in the kitchen, or you can get, even if you want more private, you can get the food directly from the kitchen. You don't get waiters, nothing. So it's a very, very nice, very different experience.
And I imagine if we book this room for our clients, you're gonna personally come and greet them and show them your story. That's amazing. So that's a great opportunity to experience the insider access of Terra at this beautiful room. It's really well done, and you know, the glass and the funky grains there.
Yeah, we
the
have
wall is
some
fantastic.
Of the grains from Ecuador. We have the leather, so we use also talks a little bit about the region. No? The leather from we have a lot of
the Andes,
production of milk in the Andes, so the cows and the leather. So that's the idea too.
Very classy. Yeah, no, really cool. And I love the fact that you will be able to interact as well from the kitchen.
You can see us cooking if you want.
Yeah, fantastic. So we're moving on now. Sorry if we're getting in the way here. We're just trying to work out the logistics.
Now this is our bar. I don't know how you say barra in English. Call it the barra here. So the idea is here.
I think everybody knows a barra concept, right?
Yeah. So we have a bar. We have original drinks here. So you can see our bartender making our drinks that have been created for the restaurant. Also with the inspiration in Ecuador in ingredients. So you can enjoy here. And also we have an access to the kitchen from here, so you can.
Fantastic! You have the connection again with the action.
So you can send food. Like here, I serve also snacks, so you can eat here snacks. So the food is directly. You can order directly to the bartender. He asks for me in the kitchen, and we serve here to people. So you can be drinking and having fun and eating here in this bar.
Cool.
So it's very nice. Also a different experience.
Another handmade artwork here. I don't know if you can appreciate with that angle, but it's a commission from a local artist, which is also very cool and talks a lot about local ingredients and the freshness and mountains and water.
Regions. Mm-hmm. This is Amazon. This is Amazon. This is the Andes, the coast, and the Andes, Galapagos, and the coast, Galapagos, and the Andes.
You see, we're so diverse that even the chef gets mixed up with so many regions we have.
It's complicated.
That's cool. So, all right. So we have the VIP room, we have the lounge, the waiting area where you have your snacks, and you have another area here.
Yeah, I'm gonna go right ahead. This is one of our dining rooms. So this is one of the big environments we have. This we call the cube. The idea is to have a more fancy spot inside the restaurant. As you see, it's a little bit more elegant. We have the wooden tables. It's a bit darker color, so it's more in the night. It gets like it's like more dark, real lights. The lights are real soft. So here is like more elegant, and we shine the light to the trees on the night, so you can see the lights in the tree light in the night.
Beautiful.
Yes, it's very nice. This is we call it the cube.
So would you recommend this area here for kind of a night activity with your friends, and it's kind of you have a couple of drinks?
Yeah, I think this part is doing more also for romantic dinners, maybe like more people that want to be a little bit more quiet, like elegant, let's say. But we also just serve groups here. But I like most this room because to be like the more gastronomic experience. As you say, you really focus on the intimate moment.
So after 6 months in my house with my kids, this is the place I have to come with Christina,
yes,
right?
Of course, without the kids, just with
without
the kids, I can show you where it's the best place.
Let's go. Let's go and see where I can bring the kids, because they are also looking forward to see his uncle again producing some of these beautiful dishes and artwork. I call it art, Alvaro. I really believe that what you have done here, it's beyond the kitchen, it's beyond gastronomy, it's really an expression of passion and love for and transformation, right, of fresh products that are incredible in this country into these incredible dishes that you have prepared over the years. So it's really incredible. So tell us, what is this? This is like the patio, or?
Yeah, this is like we call it the terrace. The idea is to give it like outdoors feeling. It's of course obviously totally closed, also covered in glass. But the idea is to feel like you're in the garden. So that's why the very colorful tables they were made for us by the same artist that painted the wall that we saw over there. Mm-hmm. So the idea is to have the trees, that is the original trees. It's a very more enlightened environment. There's a lot more light here. So as you see, light and colors. We can open these doors when it's a little bit hot. As in Quito, the weather changes every minute almost, so we can open these doors and we have more air ventilation. And
COVID times, I guess,
COVID
having
times,
air,
yes.
it's really good, right?
It
You have
helps
to
us.
circulation of air.
And everything.
Mm-hmm.
And like this, so this is a different experience from the cube because it's a little less elegant, more cheerful, I guess. And for the lunch, it's better for lunch. People prefer to sit here for lunch because they feel like they are outdoors eating. So this, I was saying, is better for a family, maybe with kids. They feel more comfortable here. So
Awesome.
This is the Terra. So
Fantastic.
this is our
Beautiful.
last environment. And I'm going to show you a new addition we had this after this pandemic.
So this is your secret project.
Yes, the
All
secret
right.
project.
Let's see the secret project.
Yes.
Looks promising.
Yes, as I said before, we're trying to do a little bit different. This relaunch is going to be different, a little bit of new things. So one of those is the addition to an art gallery that is being built next to the restaurant. So we have direct access to the art gallery. The idea is that you can people can enjoy the art and the food. And these environments are connected. You can even have venues of the people that are in the gallery, and we serve people there. So the idea is to mix these two things: the art of the culinary, like my brother said, and with the plastic arts. Huh?
Well,
So
you already have a lot of local artists involved in the project with the commission of the furniture, obviously your own work, right? And the work of the locals, the local producers who are bringing all of their love and passion from the Pachamama, as you said.
Yes.
And the decoration, it's really, it looks artisanal, but with very good taste. So I cannot wait to go and see this art gallery.
So you can enjoy this environment also. No? So you just step here and you're inside the gallery.
So we're moving now into an artistic world. You can feel it already, right? It's so fresh, and actually it's very fresh and nice.
Yes. So this is mainly used for local artist expositions. Now we have an artist from Guayaquil. So the idea is that you have an extra surprise besides the restaurant, and there's also with Ecuadorian artists. So it's a lot of Ecuador, and yes, you can really you're inside the restaurant and the gallery at the same time.
Fantastic. Well, congratulations. It looks really beautiful, and I feel like, in one hand, post-pandemic, I feel like people are really desperate to get away, into the outdoors and be active and enjoy nature. But at the same time, I feel like after so many months at your home, the expression of art in all different ways, it's really food for the soul as well, right? So
Also, I think people
fantastic idea.
Yes. I want inviting people to come. I want to give them something special. The trip has to be worth it. Mostly now that we've been locked so much time, and I think people are starting to. People want different new experiences. So we have to give our best. So we're trying to give our best and really surprise people, so that they say it's been worth it to go out and just go out again. So that's it.
Is an example of resiliency, right? We the adaptation of our lives, and entrepreneurs like Alvaro, the adaptation of the ways people will be traveling. We're really forecasting here serious changes on the dynamic of the consumption of experiences.
Yes.
And I think, Alvaro, you are on the right track. This is exactly what people will be looking for. So I don't want to go above my time with you. Thank you very much. You've been very generous with your time. So do you have anything else
Yes. Maybe we
for
can
us?
sit down at the table to talk a little more, and I'm going to show you one of our signature dishes, which is not actually a dish, but a welcome cocktail. I'm going to show you how it's done, and you can taste one.
That's fantastic. Thank you very much. Well, I'm going to take a seat. I hope everybody is having a good time and joining us. I'm very happy to be in Quito. I'm clearly excited. I'm very sorry to see my brother, to see Terra. I'm actually going to start taking a few photos here of this beautiful dish that Alvaro, I believe, is going to surprise us. And I have to remember to take a selfie with him as well while we wait. And guys, everybody who is watching us, if you have any questions, please feel free to drop us a line, and our team and myself, as soon as we finish here, we'll be getting back to you. So Alvaro, I cannot forget about a selfie, man. And this is a historical moment.
The comeback.
The comeback. All right, man. What do you have here for us?
Okay, so this is. I usually don't cook sitting down, so don't worry. So this is it's called a mistela. Mistela here in Ecuador is a type of cocktail which they serve or in a glass, or sometimes is also they wrapped in a candy. So I did my own version of it. So it's a cocktail with a fruit that is called naranjilla. Some of you might find it as a lulo, and it's a cocktail that is served here in the Fiestas de Quito, which is our famous holidays in the December, which is the patriotic holidays. So people go out and they drink this all over the place. So what I did is I encapsulated one of these in cocoa butter. I'm using Ecuadorian chocolate, which is very, very good, very known. And what I do is I mix this, I do this little sphere, which is the cocktail is using frozen. It's a frozen cocktail. I use some round molds, and then I just cover it with hot cocoa butter, and I put it like here, and it starts to melt the liquid inside, and you get a fresh cocktail.
Wow.
So you bite and it explodes in your mouth. So this I give to all my customers when they arrive in the restaurant, and I tell a little bit about Ecuadorian cuisine, which is this mistela. I talk about the pre-Columbine ancestors that we have. So here I have some art, some pre-Columbine art. So this for me represents, I created this because for me it represents an Inca sort of terrace where the Incas used to have their ceremonies. So this is like you're imagining you are in a terrace in the Andes with in a ceremonial Inca ceremony. So this is the idea of the pre-Columbine art. So this is like a tribute to this little cocktail that people start to like. So it became a little famous. So I did this presentation to make it to be worthy of it.
I remember we have talked a lot about tributes. You love tributes. You love finding, an ingredient from a specific region. You create this beautiful dish, and then you're pretty much saying that you are interpreting what the locals normally have. So that I think is very generous of you, because in a way you're creating a piece of work, a piece of magic here, but in a way you're telling that you're just representing something from someone else, which is, I think, a very humble way to present your artwork. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I think it's fantastic.
Nice observation. Yes, that's what I try to do, because sometimes I don't feel like create cuisine, but I just interpret our Ecuadorian gastronomy. So sometimes I take like a traditional dish and I just do it my way. But the idea is to respect the mix of the flavors. So the people that eat, they remember the flavor and say, this is what I used to eat when I was little, but presented in a different way. So yes, for me, I like to respect a lot the traditional cuisine.
Cool.
Yes, so I'm going to make one.
All right.
So just grab a little needle.
Let's see. Alvaro in action.
Like this.
Terra reopening. That's really exciting.
So that's the cocoa butter. Put a little layer just in case.
Okay.
And then it's going to start to cold. Because it's frozen, it's going to be cold really fast. So now it starts to solidify.
Wow.
And it's done. It's get like hard chocolate. So this,
magic.
As you see, it's frozen inside. And when it starts to melt, it becomes liquid, and it stays solid outside. So this, so that's about it. And I have to wait for it to melt. So I have ones that I did before; they are all ready. So Jasci is gonna have one to see if it passes the test. So you can have this one.
Oh, guys, I'm gonna do the honors, and with that, we're gonna say goodbye to all of you. Before I'm gonna try, but I also wanted to thank you for your time to join us here in this urban adventure in Quito. Ecuador is reopened. We at Condor are super excited to be back in business and working with you guys, and excited to welcome you back and share these amazing jewels that we have in our city. And also we look forward to take you to the other beautiful regions we have in our small but mega diverse country. So Alvaro,
enjoy.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Bye. Thank you.